Efficient algorithm for determining values not as frequent in a list. I am building a quiz application which pulls questions randomly from a pool of questions. However, there is a requirement that the pool of questions be limited to questions that the user has not already seen. If, however, the user has seen all the questions, then the algorithm should reset and only show questions the user has seen once. That is, always show the user questions that they have never seen, or, if they have seen all of them, always show them questions they have seen less frequently before showing questions they have seen more frequently. The list, L, is created in such a way that the following is true: any value in the list, I, may exist once or be repeated in the list multiple times. Let's define another value in the list, J, such that it's not the same value as I. Then 0 is lower than or equal to abs frequency I, frequency J, is lower than or equal to 1 will always be true. To put it another way, if a value is repeated in the list 5 times, and 5 times is the maximum number of times any value has been repeated in the list, then all values in the list will be repeated either 4 or 5 times. The algorithm should return all values in the list with frequency equals 4 before it returns any with frequency equals 5. Sorry this is so verbose, I'm struggling to define this problem succinctly. Please feel free to leave comments with questions and I will further qualify if needed. Thanks in advance for any help you can provide. Clarification. Thank you for the proposed answers so far. I don't think any of them are there yet. Let me further explain. I'm not interacting with the user and asking them questions. I'm assigning the question IDs to an exam record so that when the user begins an exam, the list of questions they have access to is determined. Therefore, I have 2 data structures to work with. List of possible question IDs that the user has access to. List of all question IDs this user has ever been assigned previously. This is the list L described above. So, unless I am mistaken, the algorithm/solution to this problem will need to involve list and / or set based operations using the 2 lists described above. The result will be a list of question IDs I can associate with the exam record and then insert into the database.
This is what I came up with.
Rewritten with the database stuff and fill in pseudocode. If I understand the problem correctly, I'd treat the questions, or their IDs as proxies, like a physical deck of cards. For each user, shuffle the deck and deal them a question at a time. If they want more than deck questions, just start over, shuffle the deck into a new order and do it again. When a question is seen for the nth time, all other questions will have been seen n or n1 times. To keep track of what questions the user has had available, we put the unused question IDs back in the database and increment the how many times through counter whenever we need a new deal. Something like
Why not have two lists, one for questions not yet picked and one for questions that have been picked? Initially, the not yet picked list will be full, and you will pick elements from it which will be removed and added to the picked list. Once the not yet picked list is empty, repeat the same process as above, this time using the full picked list as the not yet picked list and vice versa.
To implement your algorithm, you only need to shuffle the list and pass through it, and when done, repeat. No need to copy the list or juggle items between two lists, just use the following control flow, for example.
If you want to see more, please